I want to talk to you about one of my favorite subjects, and that is regret. About what's to come in the future. Regret is like a one-legged duck trying to get across a pond, right? It's sort of, it's fruitless. Regret is really a big waste of time. Some people mourn the past so much that they miss the things that are right in front of them. And it's really a waste of time, and they wallow in self-pity and they blame the choices that they made for what's happening in the right now. I recently spoke with a coaching client of mine, and these are some of the things that she's going through, and I can relate to her because I've been there, done that. To her, there are two categories of people. There are the lucky, it's the lucky category, and the unlucky category. And people that are in the lucky category made the right choices. And because they made the right choices, well, their life is happy and it's good. And then there are the people that are in the unlucky category, and they made the wrong choices. And therefore, their life is not so good. And it's really not that simple at all. Do you remember the game show Let's Make a Deal? I think there is still Let's Make a Deal, but I'm remembering the old Let's Make a Deal. And at the end of the show, the people that did the best on the show, they had the opportunity to be in the big deal of the day, and they got to pick a door 1, 2, or 3. There were 2 people. That means one of the doors would not be picked, and every time behind one of the doors was like an automobile. It was awesome. It was shiny. And another door would have something like pieces of luggage and a really awesome trip. And then the last door would have this big cutout check, and it would be for like $2.25. And it was that wah, wah, wah. And if you got the car or you got the luggage, well, then you went home happy because you made the right choice. And if you made the choice of the door with the $2.25 check, you went home not so happy because you made the wrong choice. It's not really that easy. So many people have that game show mentality. There's a right choice and a wrong choice. The right choice is going to be, your life is going to be all peachy keen, and the wrong choice, your life is going to be the pits. And then some people also have that fork in the road mentality, like they've got 2 choices to make. If they go to the right and they make it to their destination, that was the right choice, and everything's peachy keen. If they go the wrong direction and they don't, and they just start circling back and they don't make it to their destination, wrong choice. And life is not always cut and dry. Life is not always easy, and it doesn't always turn out the way we want it to be. I don't have to tell you that, but we can wallow in that regret, and it really is a big waste of time. There's some good news in the bad choices we've made, right? We make memories, not so good, but we make memories. We meet people, we amass experiences, we gather information like, I shouldn't have done that, I should have done that. We learn lessons, we analyze what we did, and we definitely reflect and grow. So there are some good things in the wrong choices. So we need to refuse to live in the would've, could've, and should've, and really choose to live in the here and now with an eye to the future. So you can get excited about the future, and when you do, the past won't matter. Again, I can tell you that I've made so many mistakes, namely in my college years and in my early career years, and I just regret them. I'm like, how could have I done that stuff or did that thing? But some of the best lessons happened within them. So here are some tips that I have for you to let go of the regret and keep your eye on the future and get excited. So I've got a few here, and the first one and the last one are intentionally put in the place that they are because I feel that they are the bookends to making this work, if you will. And the first one is to forgive yourself. You've got to forgive yourself for the choices that you've made. Let yourself off the hook. Everyone has made mistakes. We are all perfectly imperfect. And if you don't believe that, then you really need to believe it. The world is made up of millions of people who have hit the reset button and choose to do do-overs. It's just the way it is. So you've got to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Secondly, number 2 is to dream. And I don't mean just dream. I mean dream about things that really, really could come true. The dreams that have the possibility of coming to fruition. One of my favorite books is a popular book. It's called The Alchemist, and it's Paulo Coelho. And one of the quotes in there that I love is he says, "It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting." So if you want to let regret go, start dreaming about what could happen, like the people you could meet, the places you could go, the conversations that you could have, the business that you want to start, the whatever, the job you want to begin. So dream. Begin to dream. Number 3 is to try new things. We are not meant to live a ho-hum, routine kind of life. We're really not. There's constantly new things that are happening. So step out of your bounds every now and then. Color outside the lines every now and then. Travel outside of your comfort zone. You'll never know the people you will meet, the things that you will love to do, the interest, maybe the gifting that you will find within it, the value that you might bring to someone else within that new thing. So get in the habit of trying new things. Number 4 is to make a bucket list. Gosh, that was one of my favorite things that I did in this last 10 years was to make a bucket list. I always thought bucket lists were for old people or the people that were, on death's door, they start checking it off. But no, make a bucket list no matter what age you are. Put your dream locations and your experiences down on paper so that they become real and not just a thought. And this will help you to really, really, really never forget that's what you want. Your bucket list will get your creative juices flowing, and it will begin to make you excited again and let go of the regret. Now the next one, number 5, is very similar to a bucket list, but it's a vision board. Now this is different because it's not a list, it's actual visual pictures of what you want to do. And I would suggest doing both of them. I actually made a vision board for my business about 9 or 10 years ago, and it was the biggest confidence booster because I did it old school. I cut things out of magazines or I copied things from the internet, and I actually cut them and I pasted them on on poster board or cork board. You can also do it digitally, but it's the biggest confidence booster because you get to actually see, and I got to see the things on my vision board that I really wanted to look forward to in the future that were in my grasp. I got to see me check some of those things off, and I'm actually going to check one of them off in a couple of months, and I'm super excited. But that will build your confidence and be able to get you excited about the future so that you forget about the things that you've done in the past. Number 6, be on the lookout for the little things. We live in a world where we're constantly going, and we miss the little things. And it's the little things that are happening around us that will get us encouraged about the future, namely watching little kids. It's nothing more fun to watch a little kid just giggle for no reason because they can. That gets me excited about the future. I look at that little kid and I think, man, they got a lot going for them, and I could be a part of it. I can speak value into that person. The change in the seasons, that's a little thing, but man, that gets me excited about the future. The change in just my attitude and me becoming gratitude, the little things like gratitude can get me excited about the future and let me let go of regret. Number 7, this is a good one. Number 7 is to avoid the naysayers. You've got naysayers, I've got naysayers in my life. Those are the people, the toxic sandpaper people, the ones that rub you the wrong way. Avoid them. Avoid them. They will talk you out of dreaming, of looking at the little things, of forgiving yourself. They'll talk you out of all of those things. So keep your eyes forward, your head down, and avoid those people at all cost. And then the last one, and this is the one that I intentionally put at the end because it's super, super important. You got to forgive yourself. And then lastly, you have to know who you are. Recognize your strengths, recognize your gifts and your talents and your purpose in life. And it could be many purposes, but I will tell you what it's not. Your purpose is not to take up space. Your purpose is to bring value to other people through your giftings and your talents and your past experiences. I just did a blog and a video about that. Let your mess become your message. So know who you are. You are exceptional and bound for greatness. Believe that. So, in summary, friend, don't look back. Don't let yesterday take so much up of your today. Look ahead at what's to come. Some things may be good and some things may be bad, but you can be sure that looking ahead sure beats wallowing in the past. I hope you got some value out of this video. I would love for you to let me know if you'd ever want to talk to me about some things. I'm a great ear and I can help you navigate through some things. That's what I do. I am a life coach and a business coach. But the thing that I really invite you to do is to join a private Facebook group that I have for women called the Confident Woman Club. It's a free group. There's no strings attached. But we really work on confidence and edifying and affirming each other. And I'm going to drop the link in the comments below. And I welcome you to join that group. Invite your friends, invite your sisters, invite your tribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it.